Hi everybody, Paul McFarlane here in my 1974 Dutch World Cup. This is going to be unlike any other Shy Day video. It's going to be about one thing, and directly from my heart. I'm thinking about this wonderful man, Morton Jay Chiat. I spent almost 3.5 hours with him in New York. He signed my Rizzoli book. Asked me if I had time for lunch, and he had to go pick up a suit. Picked up the suit, we went to lunch. We talked about the future. We talked about the past of Chiat Day, which he was answering questions, but no affection for that, as you know. He talked about what motivated him, what drove him, and what he saw again for the future. I was all ears. I was dazzled, impressed. We spoke directly to each other. He was curious about why I loved his agency so much. He twinkled, he smiled, he was clever, he was sharp, he was direct, passionate. Yeah. That's the Jay I met. Not that moment. Shot by, I guess, Norm Seif in that Gary chair. Yeah. And yeah, this campaign had a lot of things like this done for the advertising industry and others to celebrate, whoever. And obviously, Apple agency, Chiat Day, was an obvious thing after he passed. This was the advertising age, April 29th, 2002. I miss him every fucking day. And quotations from Chairman Jay, filled with the hilarious, cantankerous contradictions of the way he was. I miss him every day. The last emails that we shared, after the TBWA sale were pure J. And he opened up with a lot of detail about why, the sale happened. But the essence of Morton Jay Chiat, so important to this world, someone who believed in moving the human race forward through technology, innovation, and fearless risk-taking. We miss this. There's no Jay Chiat in Elon Musk. There's no Jay Chiat in Donald Trump. There's no Jay Chiat in anyone I see these days. Because he had a strong ego, but he had no ego, if you know what I mean. He was forceful, powerful, direct, confident, insecure, sentimental, non-sentimental, loyal, destructive, all those contradictions. Leo, Scorpio kind of energy. And I'm just thinking of him today. It was interesting in this issue of Advertising Age where people remembered him, for his impact in technology, culture, advertising, the agency business. I just remember the man. I was able to see right into his soul. We were in the cab, there and back, in his office when he scribbled in the book for me. So neatly and nicely. And over lunch, and as I thought about it, sitting in the cab, we went and got his suit. I don't know how many suits he owned, but it was probably never enough. is how much I thought about him in the many, many years before I met him. And in that precious time, when I was just shaking inside to be around one of my heroes. But how instantly, like real celebrities, instantly you just saw each other like this. He saw my passion, like I said, curious about why I idolized everything about the agency and inquired about me and the client relationships I had at the time. I miss him terribly. But that's life. We're all born, we all die, and what kind of effect we make, what ripple effects we leave in this world. If his energy has been reincarnated in another soul, in another life, as a tree, as a rock, as a stone, as a puff of air, wherever that entity and that essence of Morton Jay Chiat, that was the name given to the body that was in this world, wherever that is now, I hope he hears this and realizes I treasure it. I love it. And I think if I had been a client of his or a top employee of his, I would have been bruised and scarred, but he wouldn't have put me off, and I would have stood up to him. And he would have seen in me, like I think he knew and saw in Leland Clow, the warrior, monk, the warrior soul, the champion who was pure in heart for the craft, someone he could trust to make the work better, and someone who could stand the contradictions and enjoy the contradictions and see, instead of the binary shifts that are expressed again in this wonderful book, find the center of the essence. Intense, driven. I respect that. And when I die, I may not care if anyone watches any of these many videos. I may not care if people look at my website and think, oh, what a great guy he was, what great work he was, how passionate he was. I don't care. I'm here now in this rent-a-car that I'm in. Yeah. I'm in this rent-a-car saying thank you to Jay Chiat.